go from me here. Mhm. How we doing now? Nope, still hearing me. Sorry, guys. It's always something. All right. All right. Sorry about that. So, Let's get into this. Welcome to the game, everybody. This is Junior Varsity's Overwatch game. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of feedback here. Hear myself stream, and it's really weird. So, un momento. I have a solution. There we go. All right, so we are getting into the stream here. This is going to be Junior Varsity's Overwatch game. They have two games remaining in the season, this game and next week's. So honestly, we're coming to the end here. We've got a darn fun one for you here, I think. This is the Muhlenberg Marauders versus Penn Manor's Junior Varsity Overwatch team. Uh, Looks like we have what might be a pretty even match going on here. A lot of young players for the Muhlenberg Marauders. We have a lot of young players on the JV team as well, so should be fairly even. Uh, let's see here. There we go. Don't have my streaming partner here with me today. Jay was not able to be here, so we are going it alone. You'll hear my wonderful dulcet tones for the next hour as the team tries to do its best. Tarkified, the high-level player on the other team, saying he's bad at Overwatch. That's always a good sign, and usually a lie. So I'll be back with you in just a few minutes here, but I am eager to see how this team is going to do. And once we get to the actual game, we will really dive in with gameplay for you. So we were choosing from either Oasis or Lijiang Tower. Lijiang Tower probably the map that we have the most experience on, but we've had some luck on Oasis. I think we have a plan for some of those maps, which, truth be told, I don't know that we really so much as have one when it comes to Lijiang Tower. I think we just feel experienced in it. It's the older map, one that historically we've played a lot of in this program. And there comes Oasis.
Honestly, I'll choose a plan over experience most of the time. I like the idea of thoughtfully moving through a map, really trying to take ground, execute on a strategy. Alright, here. This brings us to the actual gameplay itself. They are choosing Oasis. So now it's just a matter of queuing up. Why, Darkified asks? Yeah, monsters. I don't know if they're aware that every map is playable here, but we'll see. They can't all be questions, Isaiah. Alright, so now we're just waiting for them to queue up.
Welcome to Oasis.
Alright, we're coming into hero selection here.
Prepare for battle.
We've got,
Select your hero.
let's see, a dive style composition looks like what Penn Manor's going for here. Doomfist and Genji, highly mobile damage characters who can kind of take care of themselves. Sort of brawly front line to hold the space. This is, after all, control. It's a lot of, controlling the point, playing King of the Hill. So that'll allow Moira to sort of remain with
Never
the
stop fighting for
tanks,
what
keep
you
them up,
believe in.
put out a bit of
Once the
damage
mission
with them.
starts,
And Anna can hang back a little bit behind the point on high ground here and assists the damage characters as they range outward, use their mobility to outmaneuver their opponents. This is a bit of a hybrid composition. I like to see that from the team. They tend to be locked into a particular composition quite a bit, but
5,
that's not always how you want to play this. You want to be adaptable in this particular game. Overwatch is a game of responding to your opponents, responding to strategies, the variety of different changes and characters, gameplay positioning. Looks like we're still not sure where we're going here. Moira's sticking herself out a little bit. Looks like they went Orisa and Reinhardt for the Muhlenberg Marauders. Doomfist coming out. Gets a quick kill on Moira. Damage from Junkrat taking out the other support. And then Reinhardt and Zarya are drawn into the center and dismantled from there. So the point's going to go to the Marauders pretty quickly here. Gonna make a change to Reaper, probably to try and put more pressure on Doomfist when he comes in. We're also on double shield on the opposing end here, so Reaper's going to be able to move forward and do a lot of damage for his tanks as they try to hold their ground. Up, and there he goes. And quickly dismantled again, so we're going to have to back up. Getting some potential swaps here in character composition. Obviously, we're going to have to adapt. If something's not working, which in this case that definitely
mercy
was
on
not,
all.
changes may be appropriate. Going to more dive style composition for the tanks.
Meteor strike.
Nice defense matrix from D.Va there. Here comes the ooh,
Let's get you back out there.
punish him for his overextension. There we go. All
That
right,
was a tactical error.
nicely done. Team trying to surround the position. Oof. Reinhardt just keeps barreling out of the center tower, though. The team is strangely forced Teresa, despite a positive opening gambit there, the tanks for the Marauders were able to
Let's get you back out
upset
there.
this particular push. Moving around the Marauders, who are positioned rather aggressively
Best
forward,
round.
and they aren't able to get to the point in time. It's going to go to the Marauders
Score
for the first round of this map.
0-1.
Look after yourselves out there. I'll get us home safe.
Teams trying to figure out how to solve this problem.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
All right, coming in, powering forward. Looks like might be. Yep, here goes the Doomies coming in. A fairly predictable attack here. They're going to need to start swapping the characters that are able to deal with this kind of hard engage from
The
Doomfist.
objective is now active.
We lose our Mercy to Doom. Doom putting the damage out, but ultimately not able to secure any kills as they concede the point to the Marauders. You got it. Let me increase the volume for you here. Like I said, we've been having a few sound issues. Jamie, let me know if that helps at all for you, okay? Alright. So, moving in here. We're trapped, it seems, at this point. Damage coming out, though. Finally get a couple of kills for Penn Manor. Resurrection comes up for Reinhardt. Turns around what little the Marauders were able to do. Looks like we might be able to get the point here. Doomfist acting quick, but is taken out by Reaper. Broom takes a direct hit from Junkrat, but somehow manages to survive. It comes around, takes out Junkrat. Playing it safe. Try not to overextend. Just barely survives that volley from Zenyatta. Popping up over on the elevator. Again, looking for his opportunity. He needs to go to the soft points here. Zenyatta is behind, and there he goes. Fantastic. And Broom is back out again. Moving in and out. Just really trying to get a kill and then remove himself. Here comes the ultimate from Doomfist. He knows what to expect. This Doomfist is playing pretty predictably. Just a matter of the team countering that effectively. Let's see. Real mess is happening here. So you're going to make it out? It looks like it. We are on the point now. Trying to turn it around. Here comes the wheel. It's a triple tire from the Marauders Junkrat. Orisa cleans it up. It's just Isaiah on Ana left now, doing everything he can, but it's not enough. Takes Zenyatta with him, though. A valiant effort at the end there from Isaiah to try and win this map, but that's going to be a 2-0 for the Marauders on round 1 of the match. Congratulations to them. Let's see what we get for our play of the game here. Probably that 3-man tire that we get at the end of that last round, because that was honestly, that was Penn Manor starting to turn things around a little bit. You got to hand it to him. Put the effort in. We'll be right back. I'm just going to have a quick chat with the team before we move on to the next point here. All right, sorry about that stream. Again, let me know if you're having any issues hearing me. I am trying to work on that a little bit. We normally have a few more staff on hand for this, but I'm all alone stream. I'm all alone here today. So we've got the next round coming up here. This is a hybrid match, which means it'll be partially King of the Hill and partially Escort. After a little bit of discussion with the team, some of the issues we're seeing here, they definitely improved their performance at the end of that last map, but they're really letting their support, Jaden Torres, get torn apart by the opposing Doomfist. They have to make some swaps to try and counter this. They're doing a better job of, listening to each other, focusing on their targets and taking them out. All right, I'll make another attempt to help with sound here. Let me see. This is, I think, is the max. This is all I can do. So hopefully that's enough sound there. So my hope really is that we're going to see a. Sorry, one moment. Of course, Jamie. So we are bit of confusion over the rules. Just trying to clarify some things real quick. It is still map selection for Penn Manor since they lost the previous round. So that brings us into another round now. So let's see here. About getting ready to jump into the next game here. Looks like Penn Manor is going to choose King's Row, that old chestnut. Lots of narrow streets for them to play on. It's a good Reinhardt map, a good map for just charging damage down. I do hope that we're going to see a little more protection for the back line here. They're doing the best that they can, but you need a little more team play. You need a little more defense in response to that kind of aggression if you're going to survive. Queuing up the game now.
Now entering King's Row. Prepare your defenses.
All right. Queuing up here, looks like Penn is going to go for double shield on defense. That's a lot of shields to stand in front of themselves. Reinhardt and Sigma specifically, I think. We've got Jaden on Mercy again. Some long range damage to hide behind the shields coming out of Alden on Hanzo. We've got Broom, Aiden Schlegel playing Reaper, so he'll be waiting for them to kind of push into the shields and then punishing them with the shotguns. Um, and then, yes, finally. So Isaiah's going to be on Brigida here. Small tertiary shield, but more significantly, it's a strong counter to Doomfist. If the Marauders try and push into the defenses that Penn is going to set up and come for the supports, hopefully he's going to be able to shut that Doomfist down, and we're going to be able to put the damage into him to really just end that kind of shenanigans. I hate to see a support player get torn apart like that, but unfortunately that's the real goal when you're playing damage on the other team. So we're setting up along a corner here, waiting for the Marauders to pop on out. They got about 10 seconds left here on their particular counter. Their goal is going to be to take the point here and then march the payload down to the end of the map as far as they can, and then Penn Manor will get a chance to do the same, but further. Let's see, we got Reinhardt pushing out with his shield. Mercy, he's just hammering right in. Gotta admire the aggression coming out of them here. But Penn Manor weathers the storm. Here comes Doomfist, standard shenanigans. But he does not get the kill this time. He does get Jaden, but Broom is able to punish him for his aggression. Hopefully, Jaden is able to get back in time because we're down one support, and that is going to be rough. We've got half of the Marauders coming in on the left, the other half on the right. They're doing a good job of surrounding Penn Manor. Ooh, but Reinhardt goes down. That's a significant problem for their push. Can we get some healing for Sigma? He's doing everything he can. Manages to get gets the resurrection off for the Marauders, Reinhardt, and that is going to be the point for Penn Manor. A slow, grindy win there. Now it's up to the Marauders to push the point down through the map.
It's playing again.
Objective lost.
Alright, looks like we're looking for another point to set up at here. We have a few different choke points at which the team can set up their defense and try and endure it. The main thing is going to be to watch for that Doomfist coming in and disrupting the way that they're playing, and we're seeing a lot of aggression coming out of the Reinhardt as well. He thinks he can just walk in, swing his hammer, and dominate the space. It's important for them to show him that he cannot do that. Playing off the high ground here. It's a tough lane. Sigma drops. We got a call for Doomfist on left side. Oh, and they take him out. Fantastic shot calling. Good identification of threats. But we lose our Orisa to just the damage coming out. Sigma holding the point, trying to contest, but he can't stop the hammer with his abilities. It's not the kind of space that he's going to thrive in. And yep, he's down. Resurrection comes out for Sigma, just barely interrupted, and that's going to be Jaden as well. Marauders are going to push down through the point a little quicker here now, as we just have a few characters left to try and clean up for the Marauders.
A clean bill of health. Stop.
Aiden takes out Sigma, loops around behind. He sees a target. Both our DPS are separated from the rest of the team, attacking from behind. Low on health. And Doomfist manages to push him off. Oh, Aiden wins the duel. Aiden takes out Mercy as well, operating from behind, moving carefully. But he might just be able to break this up here. Holds off on his ultimate though. Fantastic self-control. Marauder Sigma lifts them all up. A lot of damage coming out here, but supports are holding out. They're actually able to keep Penn Manor in the fight. Just one support on the Marauders end to clear up. And that's a stagger. That's a full hold for Penn Manor. First strong defense we've had since this push started for the Marauders. Excellent job on the Comets' part. Question for them now is, where do they set up? How do they prevent themselves from being overtaken by the next push? Here comes the Doomfist ultimate, but unfortunately they're not able to quite punish him for it, and they manage to take out Orisa. Down one tank, but ooh, a couple great ultimates from the damage, and that's going to clean up that push as well. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. All right, a little bit of surprise damage coming on Sigma, but we are good.
Come on, try me.
Orisa makes her way back. They are out of position over here. Great aggressive shot calling from Jaden. Support pointing out where they have opportunities to really make this an uneven fight. Exactly what you need to be hearing from your players at this time. Let them know where they need to focus their attentions, where their advantage is going to come. Now, this is a Reinhardt who's ready to hit his shatter, though. They need to be ready for that ultimate to come out. It is going to be a problem when it does. They're focusing on the Reinhardt, sometimes appropriate. And there it is. There's the shatter. Does the ultimate go off? Oh, just barely. The res is knocked off. But Isaiah, oh, he's trapped on a trap. Hopefully gets away. No. Oh, but that is still another win. Not a lot of Penn Manor players left standing after that one, but they do manage to win that particular fight. How are they doing this? We lose that tank. They're on Roadhog now. They're going to be putting out a lot of potential one-shot damage. This is dangerous.
Back in the fight.
We're flooding out now, trying to get to the point, trying to make a difference before they get all the way to the end. They've circled the corner now. Jaden's calling for pushing in. Ult's coming out. Dragon is out, splits the team. This is their opportunity, but can they take advantage of it? It doesn't look like it. Doom is in Penn Manor's lines now. Okay, they get the elimination. Here comes the tire. That's a 2K on it. Resurrection for Doomfist on the other team, and the Marauders are rolling in. That's the point. Marauders take round one with 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Not a ton of time when you consider how far they might have been able to come in less time. So Penn Manor has a chance to turn this one around.
Prepare to attack.
We're on attack now.
Select your
Chance to be truly aggressive. This is sometimes an issue for the JV. They hesitate. They'll wait. Are they going to be able to really put the pressure on? Are they going to be able to be a focused, explosive attack? That's the question here.
Run, I must say, you're looking quite well. This life must agree with you.
Looks like we're on Reinhardt and Zarya. Great duo for this map. Reaper, Moira, Ana, and Genji. It's old as new again, eh? Let's check what the chat has to say at this point.
Justice delivered.
All right. So this is they need to take this quickly. I'll say that much.
One. Attack commencing. Headshot.
A lot of
You're
damage
going to
coming
be
out.
okay.
Reinhardt, Mercy, Orisa. Torbjorn. There's the turret. Isaiah trying to do something about it all on his own, but it's not quite enough. Aiden managed to live through that. Always a slippery one, that's Aiden. Nope, there comes the shatter, but it is blocked. Marauders get nothing out of it. Widowmaker for Alden. Putting the damage out. Punishing poor positioning from the Marauders. Let's see if Aiden's able to come in behind. Nice. Nice. He's going to be able to get out there and get the healing he needs. There we go. That's going to be the point, I think. There we go. Penn Manor takes the first point. Puts together a great attack here. Great swap in on Alden going to Widowmaker, which you wouldn't expect going into the double shield composition here, but because of the nature of this point, he was able to find the angles he needed to make a huge difference there. So really like seeing that. You don't often see him on Widowmaker, but it's nice to see. Aiden may be looking for a nice ultimate, lurking around in the shadows here. Alden waiting on his ultimate as well. We got a lot of ultimates for Penn Manor. Hopefully we know to use just enough to make a difference. And we get the wall hacks from Widowmaker, gives us perfect positioning here. Ooh, that's gonna be the push. We lose a lot of our tanks on that Torbjorn ultimate, laying down a lot of floors hot lava kind of situation for us. So the DPS and Jaden on support, they're going to back up and wait for the rest of the team to show up and hopefully not get picked off by a overly aggressive team of Marauders. Ooh. We get the fat finger from Taz. He unfortunately puts out an ultimate way too early, and yeah, that's it. There we go. That's 3 down. There we go. Everything we need. Everything we need. We put together a great attack there, but that's probably about 3 ultimates. We're low on that now. The ultimate economy is in the favor of the Marauders. If we make it through the next fight, it'll be a miracle. Marauders coming back together. Aggressive teleport, but Jaden manages to get out there. Whoa, fantastic job there. Jaden's got the taste for blood now. He's going for Zenyatta, but we got to get that healing out to the rest of the team. Great Widowmaker picks here coming out of Aiden, or Alden rather. Backing up, and that is the point. We're making fantastic time. 4 minutes on the next checkpoint here. Excellent job. Oof, separated though. That Torbjorn lava doing a real trick on us, but it's not going to make that big of a difference, it looks like. Oh, it just seems to always stick around longer than you want it to. Ooh, fantastic biotic grenade coming out there. Are we able to get... There we go. We keep our Reinhardt up. Just barely. They're doing it. Here we go. We have enough people on the point. We got to be pushing forward even as we're making room. This is the trick here. Got to be aggressive, and yet we also have to be defensive. How do we manage it? A lot of purple. Oh, these grenades from Isaiah are amazing. They're bunching up. That's some picks right there. Another pick. Excellent job of the grenades again. Excellent ultimates coming out all around. And this is the point. 2 minutes and 25 seconds for Penn Manor. They come out ahead on this round. And that means we're just going to swap positions again. So in a map like this, you go back and forth, switching sides until one side is either all out of time, there's nothing left to do, or they just can't push it far enough. It's a challenging way to play. It can be exhausting sometimes, but this league is exhausting. It is best 3 out of 5 after all. Now, I gotta say, this is a great turn on Widow that we're seeing from Alden here. This is not a character who's put much time in this season, and we are seeing some great play from him. A lot of bloodthirsty shot calling coming out of Jaden Torres on support, using his abilities to try and do as much damage as he possibly can, while, occasionally healing his allies. Some great picks coming out of Aiden here, lurking in the shadows, looking to get behind the enemy here, cause chaos for their supports. Really got to like what we're seeing here. And we're seeing more aggression coming out of the tanks. This is the key for us here. Balanced aggression. Toughest thing to get here. Let's see. So we got Widow set up on her little platform. Hopefully it doesn't get counter sniped by the other Widow, because if we get picked immediately, that's going to be rough. Let's get a look at this from our main tank's perspective. We got Junkrat coming in, and yep, there's the counter Widow. They had to be anticipating that decision by Penn Manor, and unfortunately, we're not ready for it. The Widow up there is making for less frontline damage coming out for the Marauders, but it is forcing us back. We need to play the corners. We need to play the terrain. We can't subject ourselves to that kind of damage. We just can't handle it. There we go. There it is. Playing the corners. It's exactly what we need to do. And unfortunately, it's not soon enough. We lose our main tank. We lose the point. Too much damage coming out. He's being sniped as well. Aiden is down. The trick here is if our Widow can't stand up to theirs, then what needs to happen is we need to swap the characters who are able to counter the Widow. Put pressure on her. Are we going to be able to? It's hard to say. Penn Manor is trying to delay the best that it can on this point, forcing the Marauders to run out of as much time as possible, and that's really what this is. Now it's a game of time. We want to try and have less of it available. Nope. We lose our Widow. Alden's going to have to consider making a swap here. This is no longer a favorable role for him. He's going to have to consider a hero change. It looks like he's going to give it one more go here. We're sniped again. Team's going to have to recognize they have to play to their advantage here in the corners. This is a map that punishes Widowmaker as it goes on. There it is. We lose Jaden to a snipe. Snipes keep coming out. And there goes a shatter, but to no avail. Discipline for Penn Manor is falling apart. We might see the Marauders go all the way if this keeps up.
I can't get on the stairs.
Alright. We're going to have to get back together here. Looks like we're finally getting a swap from Alden. He's going to be switching over to Junkrat. Just try and match the damage that we're getting from the other team. All out of tanks on the front line. We lose our support as well. Up. Yep, there it is. Isaiah trying to hold it down just on Anna. Manages to throw a Bionic Grenade, but we do lose our Anna. Now it's just our Reaper. Looks like he's going to go try and attack behind on this Junkrat. Manages to survive, but we do not get the Junkrat. In fact, we lose our own. They've taken the high ground from us here. He's got his ultimate. Can he make a difference? There we go. We take out supports, and there's the overtime. All right. So we stop the Marauders at 53.23 meters. All Penn Manor has to do is get to 53.24 meters. We have 2.5 minutes to do it. Getting a little feedback from Coach Craig as he advises them on swaps when they need to make the changes they need to make. If I were them, I'd go for more of a blitz style play here. Just try and get in there and cause as much havoc as possible. Marauders are going to be on edge. You got to play with their mind there. Looks like we got Reinhardt and Zarya, Widow, Maker, and Reaper. And then Anna and Moira again.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Are we going to get a snipe or snipey from Olden here? Looks like we're having a bit of trouble with our stream. There we go.
Five, four, three, two, one.
And Bastion has been called.
Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Yep, there he is. It's a teamwork test. There it is. Taken apart.
I think it's time for us to see other people.
Thinking.
Sorry, stream, having a bit of trouble changing anyone else. I've been hacked. Alright, so it looks like we're swapping over to a bit more dive style to try and jump on top of them. We're running out of precious time here. Okay, they managed to take the Bastion, they managed to take out Anna, but the Reinhardt swings back in, takes out both supports. We lose our mech, we lose Junkrat, and they clean up. Probably going to get a resurrection from Mercy on the Bastion, I'm going to say. We are running out of precious time now. Can't afford to lose the next fight. Yep, be jumping on that Widow. Are they going to manage it? Oh no, he's going straight to the point. Going to... there he goes. Not able to make a swap. Sorry, stream. Discord's being a little funky on me today. There we go. Loser there. Got the Nano coming out on Monkey. Shots being called, but are they being followed? That's the question here. Great charge from the Marauders. Reinhardt's going to clear up that attack there. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that is going to be round 2 for Penn Manor. But they put up a much better fight this time. You got to admire their gumption as they're putting the time in here.
Play of the game.
I am back. So I've got a challenging situation here. We are down 0-2. Next map here. One moment. Let me just make sure that we're on the right track here. All right. So we are going to Assault now. Assault is very similar to the hybrid map that you just saw, where you have to attack to control a point, but then you just have to attack and control another point. It can go really fast or it can go very slow depending on how even the game is. The more even it is, the longer it takes to resolve. On the other hand, it can be extremely quick if one team quickly dominates the game. Looks like the Marauders are going to ban both Skya. That leaves us with Hanamura and Temple of Anubis. In the past, the team has really elected to focus on Temple of Anubis where it can. They've had some successes there. They have something of a game plan for it. Readying up now. So the good news here, Comets, is that the games have been coming closer. We're seeing Penn Manor develop its strategy, respond to what the Marauders are doing in an excellent way. We're on defense on Temple of Anubis. Looks like we're going...
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Yep, Hanzo. Sigma, Reaper, Mercy, Orisa, and Anna. So again, this is the double shield composition that we saw them use on defense earlier. They're going to try and use that in combination with the range damage coming out of Hanzo, a Reaper to hold in the back, and a lot of single target healing coming out of Anna and Mercy. Looks like a swap to Widowmaker instead of Hanzo. I think I like that. I don't know that our Widowmaker is up to the task of facing off against the Marauders Widowmaker. But that's how you get better. You put yourself in challenging situations and make the best of them that you can.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
For optimal chances of survival, stay in range of my barrier.
Alright,
There's nothing
getting set up on the high ground here. It's not particularly high when you look at it. Just a bit of a platform, but it is an advantage, especially, against any mistakes that the opponent might make. There is a route on the right-hand side.
5, 4,
You gotta watch for that one.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright.
Defend objective A.
Aiden's set up here to try and do the best that he can to stave off any kind of flanking going on. Reinhardt and Sigma for the Marauders, pushing their shields forward, creating cover. And it looks like the Marauders are going through the route on the right-hand side. Trying to put some damage out. This is a small space where Reinhardt really wants to swing his hammer. It is not optimal for the rest of the team. We lose both tanks. We lose our Widowmaker. It's just Reaper and 2 supports. They're doing what they can. They're holding off as long as they can, but this is the blitz I was talking about. Here comes the damage just swinging through. They're on McCree. They're on Zenyatta. They're just powering damage through on Penn Manor.
The wonders of modern medicine.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Jaden dodges the fire strike. Sigma Reese putting out all the damage they can on her shield, trying to weaken it, but yep, here comes the Shatter. Aims around the shield and gets it off. Manor does punish Reinhardt for that, takes him out. And I don't even see where the rest of the Marauders are. Where did they all get off to? Oh, they were underneath the bridge the whole time. Here they come. That was spooky. Damage out. There we go. Nano on a reset shreds them. A lot of damage coming out on that charge, but not quite enough, especially with that shield that he managed to build up on Sigma. He's out. Takes out Hanzo. There we go, nice swift punch. Nice job from Sigma. Basically holding the point alone. Oof, this is tough now. And it's up to Isaiah on support to hold this point alone at this point. Okay, there. No, yep, still up to him. Dual Vise, Resurrection goes out. Ugh, sneaky little McCree behind the whole time. Penn Manor hold on as long as they can, trying. There's the Shatter. Charge follows up. Such a great biotic grenade coming out, but it's not enough. And that is round one. So they've got 325 remaining. Not a bad amount of time on the time bank, if I'm being honest. They could have more. But the Marauders are, they're in a strong position. Not the best. Standard operating procedure for Penn Manor JV here is to play dive. Leap onto that high ground, disrupt, push through, and then make their way to the point. After that, they just try and use the momentum to finish the job. Looks like we're going with Mercy and Anna on support. We're going to be doing Winston and Diva, and then Junkrat and Prometheus. Favorite of mine, but not well favored by the meta a lot of times these days. Kind of depends on how well you're playing and what you're playing them into. Easily countered. Let's see what Broom's able to do in the character. Kind of a feast or famine situation for him there.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
I'll enjoy the fight while it lasts.
You think there's something worth stealing?
You needed a doctor?
Where's the healing?
Let's get you that outfit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
Looks like he believes in the Doomfist. Are we going to get the coordinated dive that we need to make this work? Therein lies the question. Making the dive. Targeting the Widow, she makes the escape, but they do clear the high ground pretty well there. Taz still going after Widow. He knows only one thing, and that is that she must go. There's that coordinated dive that we needed from Penn Manor. Fantastic job taking the high ground, quickly making this work. This is exactly what they needed. Sorry, stream, when you watch Taz's perspective, it's inside the mind of a madman. There it is. Okay. And that is the point. Here comes a resurrection out just to make sure that we're getting all the time that we can. And 6 minutes remaining as we press on the rear objective here. Widow's up top. We're going to need the tanks to solve this problem. Hopefully we don't get picked in the meantime. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. That's what we need out of Penn here. Taz going in, putting the damage out. Putting his defense matrix out too to shield his allies. He's the secondarily. Oh, sniping it with the bunny blaster. But the aggression's going to be met with a giant hammer. So there goes the team reset. Still have 5 minutes left now. It's a full team wipe.
I'm not a good loser.
I'll rest my
APM never got
You're going to be okay.
time to raise my APM. Get through this.
We've got our, excellent job, excellent rip tire. We've cleared the point. Oh, fantastic. That was almost hard to follow. There we go. Excellent shot calling from Jaden here. Get. Oh, he wasn't able to get his ultimate off. Are they going to be able to clear this point? This is Marauders coming back. Yep, there it is. Ah, painful. Great attack from Penn Manor, though. Really just through chaos. Shoveling them right off the point here.
짜증나.
We have 2 ultimates ready to go here. 1 support ultimate from Jaden, 1 attack ultimate from Diva. Taz threatening the Diva or the Widow, and then making good on it. There it is. Ooh, lose a lot of health on that though. That's gonna be Diva. Are we making any progress on the point? That's the question. Not quite. Not quite able to make it through, but getting closer. Managed to do an excellent job putting pressure on the Marauders here.
Get through this.
We lose our Junkrat to a sniping Widowmaker. And there's the Shatter.
Defense matrix
It's Reinhardt. Having just a great day.
time to raise my APM.
Oh, here comes the Nano. He's running away on the Nano. Spinning out for our Winston if we don't get him in time. It's an excellent attempt, but unfortunately it looks like it's not going to quite do the trick. Great work from our Anna yet again, though. Ooh, man, these sleep darts. Unfortunately, he's a little too in their face. But Reinhardt backs off. He respects this Anna. And you should. Isaiah is a madman.
Routing power to forward
There it
shield.
is. Gets a pick just because he can. Look at him go. He's just going to take the point all on his own. Shatter again. Tries to throw out a dart where he can, but the gas is too much. And, man, this Reinhardt's just getting such great support. It's a great balance of aggression and defense. Gotta admire it. Penn Manor only has 40 seconds remaining on the clock here to try and get the second point. If they can't do it, they lose this map and they lose this entire match.
30 seconds remaining.
Jaden generally from behind, trying to deal with the problem. The Widowmaker pulling him out. Is he able to get out of there? No, he gets shattered and he goes down. This Reinhardt causing massive problems for the team. A couple picks, but unfortunately here comes another Sigma ult from the Marauders. That's going to take them out here. Is that it? Are we done? Unfortunately, we are done. Stream, thank you so much for coming. I hope to stream the last varsity game of the season for you next Tuesday, but it may be JV again, depending on how things shake out. Good game to the Marauders. They played an excellent game, but we also had some great play coming out from Penn. I'm glad to see them growing over the course of this season, just getting better and better. I look forward to next season as well. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. All right.